Guys, let's see what we've got here. I see a lot of greyish blue, which is what I'm thinking is the contemplative energies for the month, or more about thinking. Of course, because you guys are the air signs, you are this intellectual, energetic vibration anyhow, so you often spend a lot of time thinking and in your mindscape. So this month seems to recognise that or gel with that a little bit. You have 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. You have 3 aces, 1, 2, 3. They're all about new beginnings, new opportunities. You have quite a few of your own sword energies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have court cards. You have 1, 2, 3, 3. So the month might be more about your own thoughts and contemplation and the who you are and your directions in life than about a great big circle of people. But let's start at the very top left of the reading. The first card up there is the Queen of Cups. Now she is a water sign energy person. She can be quite emotionally connected to you one way or another. So she could be a person you work with or within your family realm, or this could be someone new coming to you in terms of relationships. Now this could be romantic, it often is, or it could be just a new person who walks into your life who you gel with and who becomes some sort of acquaintance, either in the realm of emotional sightings or in some other perspective of relationship dynamics. She's a wonderful, gentle, caring, nurturing person. She's often quite good to listen to things that you want to talk about because they do connect at that emotional heart level. We come to the next card and we see here the 5 of Wands. Now this is an interesting card. It has a couple of main meanings, and for this reading I'm basically sticking to the primary reading or meanings for each card. I'm not going to delve too far off the line of what they were originally designed for in their tarot perspective, if you like. The 5 of Wands represents edginess and feeling as if there's a lot of argy-bargy energy going around, as other people are putting in their 2 cents worth, and a wee bit annoying. It's like they won't go away and you feel as if you're defending yourself. So this can often be in the work area or in that creative part of your life. So even if you're not in the workforce, this could be something to do with your studies, or whether or not you're trying to format directions in the life that you're headed, like learn something new or strategize something or put together something. There could just be this tension or argy-bargy energy going on. It's actually quite good because I think it makes us rethink situations. It makes us more determined to carry something through, or other people's input and ideas often add to the boiling pot of activity and action. The other thing that this card can resemble or mean is attraction your way. So there could be quite a few people who are interested in you in a relationship perspective. So for any of you out there looking for new suitors or partners in any term, this could be active at this point of time. And of course we've seen that with this Queen of Cups next door. So I think you start the month with relationships coming and going, or bubbling away, or some sort of interest and action there. Now we see this Knight of Swords, and he's charging on in here as if to add to the tumultuous energy going on. He is an air sign person, very much like yourself, and this could be yourself energized in this manner. It kind of would insinuate that you're prepared to fight back for whatever it is you're standing up there for. Remember that when we use our words, we can choose how to use them and use the appropriate ones for a better outcome. If we go charging headlong into situations, sometimes without due course of thinking about how we could be better handling it, sometimes things can go to crack and ruin really quickly and not turn out more positive or prosperous. So when this card is around, just think of your actions and think of how you could positively use that energy and harness it to create a great outcome as opposed to an average outcome. The other thing he can symbolise, because he is a court card, the Knight can literally be someone coming into your life. This could be another air sign person, a little bit younger, and he could come in and just kind of scintillate everything up. So it's like, blah, I'm having a good time, come and join me, we're having a party, let's get together, let's nut some things out, let's talk about how to change the world. And oftentimes when they're that little bit younger, they do have this wild tenacity about how amazing life could be or how many changes can take place. But listen to them, because they can spur on ideas and thoughts and energies. They can crank you up. But oftentimes this Knight of Swords will just as quickly disappear into the blue sky as well. So enjoy his company while he's around. Listen to what he has to say, and see if you can learn something from it. And as I say, it could very well be yourself acting in this way. We come here to the last week, or the last card in the week of that first week, and it's the Four of Pentacles. That card kind of insinuates that there might be a bit of worry around your finances one way or another, where you might be thinking, gosh, can I pay all my bills, or have I set aside enough money for this project or that, or are my investments at the moment shaky? You know, has gold or silver dipped? Should I be buying property or putting it in the bank, or is my old age pension security safe? It's issues like that card brings up. But what it often tells us is that we're thinking in the state of fear. We're holding on, we're gripping very tightly. You have actually got funds and they are dispersed into different places. So instead of being fearful and fretful about that, open yourself up a little bit more and go and check and see that the things are in place and that they are being managed well. If they're not, shift them. So instead of worrying and thinking, oh, doom and gloom, do something about it to make yourself feel better. Watch your spending and budget well. But often when this card is here, it actually can be a sign of money coming your way a little bit unexpected, sometimes through a small gain of sorts, or like a windfall that you didn't actually anticipate arriving. So look out for that. And interestingly, as we move into the next card for the week, for the month, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and right under him we have an Ace of Pentacles. So career and money seems to come into play just around about here. And because he is a court card, he could again be a person walking into your life, and he could be a younger earth sign person. He's holding out his hand with that coin in it. It's often about careers or finances or money one way or another. It's a yellow happy disposition card, but it could involve some form of communication or thinking when this card turns up. Sometimes it's even considered the card of opportunity for new propensity for new jobs or careers, or thinking of new businesses or establishing or setting them up. And I see he is looking here straight into this Lovers card, almost as if he is holding this opportunity over to these lovers. Now, the Lovers card, being a major arcana, indicates to us that the universe will be taking its own control in the situation when this card is around, so it's a much more in-depth energy that is coming your way. Traditionally, there are three major meanings for the Lovers card. The first one is that there could be a really new romance coming on the scene, and it could be with an earth sign person, and it may be a very special romance, a soulmate type energy. There is even talk with this card of twin flame, because we see the flames here on the side of this, which is a sort of a philosophical or a religiously structured theme in the card, especially with the angel above and the sun. So this can be a very intense, very special relationship that might be being embarked upon. There is another indicator that it is sometimes the choice of three are involved in this card. So it can sometimes turn up when there is an affair or a hidden relationship that is going on, so that three people are involved and that you have to make a choice. So the card can be about making choices and decisions. The third alternative for the card is that it can be the very beginnings of a new business partnership, and the partnership can be blessed and be very strong and profitable and do very well. So one of those three options is likely to be the scenario that is going on when the Lovers card turns up. And for each of you, it will probably be a little bit different, but in your own mind, you'll be able to think about which one is filling the energy more correctly for yourself. And we come here to the Ace of Swords, and interesting that it's right next to the Lovers, because the Ace of Swords is about new beginnings, but often it has a little bit of acrimonious energy to it. So sometimes it's the card that designates a divorce of all things, and because it's like this sword is held up here and he's got these wreaths hanging off him, sort of a wee bit dishevelled with a crown on the top, and it's sort of as if to say, stick that, I've won, I've beaten you, and I feel triumphant. But there's often, as I say, a little bit of acrimonious energy behind it, as if there has been not a war to get to this win, but a little bit of unpleasant energy that takes you on to the successes that you will now be heading in. So yes, it's a positive card, but again, it reminds me of this one and this one's. Deal with your dealings with compassion and fairness for all parties, and you move ahead again with much more success and less karmic dealings on, later down the track. Interesting that those two are together. Some of you literally may see the falling away of a relationship in your life and the making of a new one. We come here, and again, he's sitting right under here, so there is a duplicity of messages in your cards going on. This Two of Pentacles often tells us money's coming and going. It's in and out the door a little bit. Balance your money and make sure you are budgeting in the right way. So these internal fears that you had up here, even though we come to this great prosperity of the Knight of Pentacles over there on the left, we're back again here with finances rolling a little bit. Some of you may be thinking of spending big, like buying a big ticket item, or maybe going on a big overseas trip, or renovating a house, or buying a business. It would say that you should check everything properly, and make sure that the deals are secure, that the information you've got is correct pertaining to any of these things that you are looking at. But remember, these cards are only for roughly a day and a bit in time, so even though we're talking a month's reading, these energetic cards are quite quick, the turnover is quite quick. So the major arcana cards can establish themselves for a little bit longer time than the minor ones. We come down here to the Ace of Pentacles, and suddenly you're back again with this positivity. This left-hand side of your reading exudes more positivity for your finances than this top right-hand side. But I'm assuming that we're moving into more positivity with money as the month goes on. The Ace of Pentacles, again, a new offer of finances, stability, strength, perhaps again this money coming in from somewhere. Again, if you're applying for jobs or looking for new career options or doors opening, this is a time when this may happen. Think of promotions within your own work as well. So that type of thing. Even if you're gambling or wanting to place a few bets or something, this is often a time when this might show dividends and reap rewards. It's also an offer that's coming, so it may not establish itself firmly yet, but you may see the beginnings of it, and you may be working through the next time frame, trying to get CVs ready, or applicants, or referrals, referees for jobs and things like that. But it's a good omen. We come to the Moon, and I see it sits beneath the Lovers, so it's two major arcana cards on top of one another. And the Moon is again about hidden agendas and sometimes hidden things that go on at night behind closed doors that not everyone knows about. So and we see here this possibly a water sign person, so involved with it. So whether or not there is something about relationships that are being a bit hidden or kept under the cover of something, that's a possibility. The moon often also talks to us about our feminine side, our female bodily cycles, especially for women. It also talks about psychic intuitiveness and connection to the psychic realm and being very aware of that type of energy around you. So dream phases may be really powerful and potent. It links itself into the eclipses we had back in March, so there's some of that energy rolling through for now as well, coming and going. It's like the tides ebbing and flowing. And some tides are more powerful than others. So something is pulling on you at the moment. It's like you're being pulled a little bit both ways and not necessarily sure which direction. You do need to make some decisions here in the month. The other thing that this can be is you think of synchronistic events and timings and listen to the universe and see if you can pick up the messages that are coming your way and use your gut instinct to tell you what is right and what is wrong. Don't do any dealings or sign anything big when this moon card is around, because there can be corrupt people or people that are dealing not with your best interests at heart. We come here and we see the 10 of Cups as a really happy, gregarious sign of families, harmony, children involved here. So feeling happy and loved and generous and warmth and secure and harmony, all the wonderful things in life that a lot of us really do seek to have around us. It is the card of happy homes and feeling that connectedness with another human being and being able to share all your wonders and your manifestations, be they physical, emotional or spiritual, all at that special level. So that's a really lovely card here. This week is actually quite a good week, quite a powerful week. Just this one underhand energy that you need to sort of keep your eye out for and make sure that you're not blind to any hidden activities going on. The Ace of Wands here, another wonderful card. The aces are, these two are connected. So this one here is about creative beginnings. And again, this can be career related. That's the other thing with this card. It's not necessarily a divorce, but sometimes it's the parting of a way in even a business. So it can be legal documentation is involved with it one way or another. So businesses can separate or split aside or come asunder at these times, making way for new pathways forward, of which this card, the Ace of Wands, represents this fertility of the mind and creative ideas and brand new beginnings, and it's growing and sprouting. Wonderful to get so many aces in your reading, because it tells us this is a time where you have this opportunity to make changes in your life, positive changes, if you really throw yourself into it and use all of your abilities, not just your logical mind, but that broader side of you, that expanse that Aquarians can grasp, that whole universal energy that you can get answers to all sorts of weird stuff from, and let yourself explore it without boundaries. We come down here to this last week, and we see at the very beginning you've got these two cards, and they're sort of a little bit murky looking. So we've got the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. This one here feels as though you feel a bit self-trapped into your own turmoil or inner turmoil. So anxiety is a big one for this card. Fear and a little bit of depression, and both of these cards kind of exude the same type of energy. They probably go quite well with the moon, because the moon can create these feelings with us, because the moon is quite often unknown energies. We're not quite sure about our emotional energies, and the moon can resurge them up. With the 8 of Swords, we see that if she was to actually take the blindfold off, she has a clear pathway and she can actually walk forward. So this is about you taking the time out to slow down and not panic, remove fear from your decision making or your thoughts, and be logical, which you're completely capable of doing, and figure out that there is a way through whatever is annoying you or frustrating you or making you anxious at this point in time. Especially look after your energetic needs, your emotions, and get plenty of sleep and rest, eat the right foods, enjoy some time outdoors with nature, relax, read a book, do some Reiki, get some chakra balancing, have a massage. Any of those things will help relieve the tensions that you can feel when these cards turn up. The Ten of Swords, again, it feels as though you are really just knocked on the floor. Some of you may even find that you have something like a flu or something that flattens you a little bit. This can be emotional or physical. I often think that the back can be aligned in this one, that some of you need back or hip or leg therapy or massage, or go to an osteopath or a chiropractor. This can also mean the finishing of relationships again, so you have a little bit of this going on in this reading. Know that there is light coming, because there's this wonderful light emerging in the background. When one door shuts, another one always opens. There is no future in the past, so we always are moving on. Sometimes it is hard, and there are emotional pains that we feel when relationships pass through the door or eke away, but they're for the better. We grow, we learn, we get up from this, and we go into the next scenario. And funnily enough, the card right next to this is so perfect and so beautiful that you must get up off your feet quite quickly and feel this sated joy and happiness. And look, so much synchronicity going on in your reading as well. You've got this 10 here and this 9, that they resemble the same energies of happiness and success and fulfillment and heart happiness and love and cherishment. And he feels very confident that this success has come his way and that he is in a good place. This card here, the Ten of Swords, can sometimes mean that an older person that you know one way or another may be coming to a time when their life is going to pass over. And it may not be necessarily soon, but it could be the beginning of respite care for someone. So keep an eye out for that one as well. But this is a beautiful card, this 9 of Cups, and it's really amplified by the 10 of Cups there as well. So that all these energies here imbuing themselves together. We come to your last card for the month of May, a major arcana, which is going to move you into June. We see here the Hanged Man. It would make me think quite often of an Aquarian, because he has this illumination around his head. He is very much a spiritual person, thinking about his life and where he's going and what he's doing. When this card turns up, it often means things have come to a little bit of a standstill. Now this can be in any area, so projects, career, your health, relationships, anything. It's as if the universe says, whoa, hold up buddy, we've got some re-strategizing to do. We need to rethink the directions. And so life can slow down at this point in time and give you the time to sit there and think about, what do you really want? Are you doing the right things? Are you addressing them in the right way? Have you got the right people surrounding you in your life? Have you made firm decisions for moving forward? Is your belief system what you want it to be, or are you making changes about that as well? Because it is actually quite a spiritual card. Quite a neat way to end the month, I think. I love contemplation because I believe it's what transposes us to what we become.